What's good, YouTube? It's your main man, ABD Hero, back again with another video. And man, today's video, we're talking about the Rising Stars challenge that just was the rosters and everybody who was involved was just released. And I think this is a more epic situation than most folks are counting on, because the new rules and the way that it's broken out means that we gonna get to figure out who is who and what is what. I'm gonna explain. Let's go.
AB the Hero, back at it, baby.
First off, I want to thank y'all for hitting that like button before that intro was over. You a real one. Here's what I'm talking about. The rules have changed for the Rising Star Challenge. What typically happens is they take the rookies from this year and the sophomores who were rookies the year before, and they put those two guys head to head. That's it. The top rookies, the top sophomores. This year they switched it up. They got 12 rookies, 12 sophomores put into a pool together, and we get to redraft everybody. Yes, you heard me say that. You get to redraft everybody. So now, what this means is, what you're going to see is, when folks talk about, man, who is the better player? Who would you rather have? Who's gonna get picked first? Who's gonna get picked? Would did such and such feel like they messed up? Did the Golden State, would Minnesota do it different? Was Cole, is he really who? So I say that to say, you put all of these guys, Cade Cunningham is in there, Jalen Green is in there, they all in the draft together, and somebody gotta go first. That's what I wanna see. Let's get into it, but before we do that, we almost there. We almost at that 20,000 sub mark. If you have not hit the subscribe button on the channel, you acting like a foolie Wayne. Don't go out like that. So we look at this here. Obviously we got my man LaMelo Ball, and this is a good sign for a couple is they announced this today, and the headline of the game, the headliner of the game, let me say that again, because I know sometimes I do this too. I'll be listening to videos and I'll be in the back and I'll be missing stuff. So I'm gonna say this: the headliner of the game when it comes to the NBA, the guy, when you click on we just announced the rosters, we want you to see who playing. That guy is LaMelo Ball. Okay, I just want to point that out for you. All right. When they talked about it on Inside the NBA, they had to go ahead and call up LaMelo Ball. But that's neither here nor there. So let's get here. We'll go down here and we'll look at the list, and this list is important because, like I said, this will clear up some of the hypotheticals and the what ifs that many of us had. All right, and so one more breakdown. What you have is these two lists, and so it says rookies and sophomores, but this does not mean that these guys are playing each other. That's not the setup as it was in the past. All right, what is going to happen is there will be, I believe, 3 games. They're going to draft these guys into 4 teams, all 24 players into 4 teams. Team A is going to play them. I think it's even, I can just show it to you, man. It's up here somewhere. There we go. Team A is going to play Team B. Team C is going to play Team D, and the winner of those games will then play each other for the championship of the Rising Stars. Now, for me, because I know that my dog LaMelo Ball is about to be an NBA All-Star. I was like, wait a minute. Folks already complaining about how much the duties that you end up having on All-Star Weekend, and some folks get to relax and you get to do this. Y'all finna have my dog play 3 or 4 games? Something ain't right. I'm finna get on heads. Or 3 games, yeah. So But the rules and the way that they're doing these games are a bit different as well. They're calling it the race to 75. And so the first game here, game 1 and game 2, will go to 50 points. First person to 50 points win that game. And then game 3 will be the first person to 25 points. So realistically, that's like a half of NBA basketball for a team, right? I mean, if you have a good half, you go 35 and 35, that's 70. Yeah. So like a half of 2 quarters and a half is what you can expect to see of basketball from these guys. If you play team A, team B, you get a bit of a break in between. Truthfully, I would probably rather be C and D, so then that way you could just go ahead and flow into the next game. You don't have to worry about warming up again and doing all of that extra stuff. So I think that would be interesting. I'll be tapped in and tuned in for. One of the other things that is interesting about this is that guys who played on the G League Unite team, a few of those will be selected to be in that player pool as well. So this is even more incentive for guys to join that G League Unite team, because now you get on the premier stage. I believe there's also some another G League Unite game that's going on here on Sunday. Yeah. So on Sunday at 2 p.m. the G League Unite will be taking on the Cleveland Charge on NBA TV All-Star Weekend. So even more incentive now for you to join that G League Unite squad. If you're a hooper and you one of them premier guys, we really gonna show your skill set. You on All-Star Weekend, you're gonna get to play against the rookies and the sophomores, and then we're gonna clear the court and let y'all do your own thing the day of the All-Star game. So it's a big deal, and they really showing the value proposition for that G League Unite stuff. But to me, the story here is, and the moment, and what we all get to see is, out of this roster here, specifically for me, the sophomores, right? Who is going number 1? When they say we picking teams, who names gets called first? Because you had a lot of talk last year. You had the James Wiseman. Folks say, yo, but Anthony Edwards is a dog. He that guy. Anthony Edwards deserve it all. Now we get to see, does he get called again ahead of LaMelo Ball? But Cole Anthony been hooping. Cole Anthony been going at Tyrese Halliburton was hooping better than LaMelo last year. He should have won rookie. Now we get to see that. Matchups that we never got to see. The Cade Cunningham going head to head. If Melo would have been in college with him, it would have looked like we get to see now, line it all up as even playing field, who getting their name called first. To me, that's the dopest part of this whole situation here, is to see who name gets called first. Now, I will add, dudes like Evan Mobley for the Cleveland Cavaliers is hooping. Big man. Maybe he jumped the gun. Maybe he jumped everybody and his name get called in there, right? Josh Giddey, hooping. Maybe his name get called in front of everybody. You just never know. I'm excited about that. That's one of the big things that I feel like got players a bit excited about these all-star selections, is because you got to call out names, and nobody wants to be the last pick, and everybody wants to be the first pick. And if you are the number 1 pick, you get some bragging rights. So I'm ready to see who's going to get the bragging rights in this upcoming season, and who's going to clear these things up. Because if the man Anthony Edwards get picked ahead of LaMelo again, must be nice. If LaMelo go ahead and jump him and finally get that number 1 pick, must be nice. It's your main man, AB the Hero. We getting up out of here. Y'all know how I go.
The Hero. No, not peace. +1, triple B's. We out.